typically driven southwest to northeast by prevailing winds, and the tri- A powerful tornado is potentially life-threatening, and no American tornado has ever surpassed the death toll inflicted by the tri-state tornado of March 18th, 1925.
It's the deadliest tornado on record for the United States. 695 fatalities from that single tornado.
And almost no one knew it was coming.
There were no official tornado warnings issued by the National Weather Service, then called the United States Weather Bureau. At the time, there was a concern that it might cause the public to panic.
Tornadoes are southwest to northeast by prevailing winds, and the tri-state tornado roared in that direction from Missouri through Illinois and into Indiana.
The length of the path is a record 219 miles. It may actually have been 10 or 15 miles longer than that.
March 18th began as an enticingly warm early spring, but by 1 p.m., an ominous black cloud took shape in the Ozark Hills.
The people that saw something coming described this as a big wide fog bank, or just cloud that was on the ground, or even a fire.
Because the parent thunderstorm cloud was so low to the ground, I think it ended up fooling a lot of people into thinking, well, maybe this wasn't a tornado.
But the strange cloud was violent and murderous.
It was going somewhere around 70 miles per hour. The damage in Missouri was $500,000, which for the time is still huge.
Leaving Missouri, the tornado blasted its way toward more populous southern Illinois.
Well, across the Mississippi, the tornado more or less followed a railroad line along which a string of towns had been built.
Demolishing town after town, the tornado absorbed the wreckage into its monstrous cloud.
There was basically everything within that cloud. There were stoves, there was wood, there was steel.
The twister bore down on Murfreesboro, Illinois, a manufacturing town of 20,000 people. Young Wallace Aiken was playing on his living room when his mother saw the turbulent cloud outside.
She scooped me up and took me into the bedroom where she knelt over me, and then the house took flight and ended up on top of the garage.
The Aikens were fortunate to be alive, but had to face new dangers as fires broke out, sparked by overturned coal stoves.
They had this tragedy of just a huge conflagration that the fire department was powerless to stop.
After leaving 234 dead in Murfreesboro, the tornado wreaked inconceivable damage on the town of DeSoto.
The mind just reels when you look at that. If anyone was to come to me and say, show me, strong F5 tornado damage, that's the picture. Everything just wiped clean.
After killing 69 more people, the tornado churned toward West Frankfort, 20 miles away, then crossed the Wabash River into Indiana, finally dissipating around 4:30 p.m.
It's the longest duration, of course, for any tornado, nearly 3.5 hours. Tornadoes usually stay on the ground less than 10 minutes.
Fortunately, tornadoes of this length and force are rare.
It's certainly something that happens no more than once every 100 years, perhaps once every few hundred years.
But coming up, as awful as the tri-state was for sheer destruction, nothing can compare to the horrific tornado outbreak of May 2003.